That was loud, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm improving every day. Hey everyone, I'm Vanessa, and here's what I look like as a dancing hot dog. As the famous quote goes, nothing is more certain in life than death and taxes, and ionizing radiation. Or at least the first part is famous. Anyway, we all get pretty spooked by this idea of radiation, but every day we're all getting gently irradiated by the universe, by our food, by the air we breathe, and even the gadgets we use. Some places even have a higher level of this background radiation than others, and really, you wouldn't even notice. So how much radiation can we safely be exposed to? Plus, the main thing I want to figure out today, where is the most radioactive place in all of Australia?
Canberra.
It's pronounced Canberra. Just kind of rolls off the tongue. First, here's a quick crash course in radiation. The dangerous, mutation-causing radiation that we often talk about is officially known as ionizing radiation. It's often measured in millisieverts, which are roughly based around its cancer-inducing risk. And 1000 will increase your cancer risk by about 5.5%. The average background radiation for people around the world is only about 3 millisieverts each year, and in Australia we get about 1.5. That comes from cosmic radiation smashing into our planet, radioactive material in rocks or the earth around us, or radon gas seeping through the bedrock. So some things in your home emit radiation as well, but it's such a low level that you wouldn't even notice and it's not harmful to you. Still, I kind of want to find out where the most irradiated places in my home are, and to help me do that, I have this Geiger counter attachment and this app, and we're going to have a little look. 3, 2, 1, and it was nothing. It was lower than 0.05 millisieverts. My dog has a very low level of background radiation. Good girl. Ding. Oh wow, it actually registered something. 0.06 millisieverts. Good TV. Now in Australia, we have a few obvious candidates for the most radioactive part of the country. So we're thinking like uranium and thorium mines in the NT, maybe even the Lucas Heights reactor in Sydney, and perhaps old nuclear bomb test sites in South Australia. But putting aside the more obvious places, what about directly above Australia? Up higher in our atmosphere, there's less protection from cosmic radiation. So at 12,000 meters up, the radiation dose is about 150 times what it is down at sea level. So based on those figures, you could probably say the most radioactive part of the country is in the space directly above Australia. Which brings us to the question, what's the most amount of radiation that humans are likely to be exposed to? Aircrew regularly flying international routes will pick up roughly an extra 4 millisieverts each year just from their job. Up much higher, NASA predicts that crew on the International Space Station receive an average of 80 to 160 millisieverts across a 6-month stay. And there's some other, more surprising sources of radiation too. So my friend Derek Muller did a basic experiment where he estimated the average smoker's lungs are exposed to a whopping 160 millisieverts per year. Alongside more commonly known toxins, tobacco contains polonium-210 and lead-210, both radioactive substances. So is a smoker's lung really the most radioactive place in the country?
Well, many decades ago, there was some thought that that was actually the case. We now know that those levels are significantly less than what was predicted decades ago.
Okay, so still a terrible idea to smoke, but probably not the most radioactive place in the whole country.
Definitely not, no.
If I just laid a map down and I said, hey Rick, can you put your finger on the most radioactive place in the whole country, where would you choose?
It would have to be the most radioactive source that we have in Australia, so that would be the nuclear reactor. Mm-hmm. But the public and engineering controls show that the exposures are very low. Our homes are, in fact, probably where we experience the largest radiation exposure. The food we eat, the building that we live in, all that contributes to your natural background radiation. But the levels are very low. They're not of any health concern.
Either way, you should definitely stop smoking. I mean, come on guys, we knew that years ago. And for that one Instagram celebrity that you follow who's always on a plane and always in the Mediterranean and always taking pictures in front of European monuments, just remember they're picking up a higher dose of radiation along the way. Yeah. Just checking the level of background radiation around the rubbish bin. Yeah.